Hi everyone, Happy New Year and welcome back to my channel. I hope you all had a wonderful holiday season and are looking forward to the new year as I am. I have a new look for the new year. It was last year at approximately this time, maybe it was February, that my hair was kind of a jet black color. So it has taken me this long to get back to my blonde. I am not Kylie Jenner. I can't go from platinum to brunette and back again in a couple of weeks. So it has taken me over a year to get back to the blonde, the real blonde. Now I know a lot of you have opinions on what you prefer because I basically have been every shade in between in the process, but for now it's blonde and we'll see how long this lasts, but it's just who I feel like I am. I'm most comfortable in. It's what I've been my whole life for the most part. So that's enough of that. If you're interested in seeing what my very favorite products were from the past year, 2016, then please keep on watching. So because I was on vacation this past week, I didn't have a lot of time to watch anybody else's best of 2016 videos. So I'm sure you already have, and you already know that a lot of these products that you're gonna be seeing are items that you may have seen already in previous videos. They either made a monthly favorites or I use them in a tutorial, but that's just kind of what these best of the year videos are. It's a roundup of all of the best things. You know, not everything, obviously, that made monthly favorites is gonna make a yearly video. So I definitely put some thought into this about which products that I still feel really strongly about, I still highly recommend, and yeah, so let's start with the hairdryer. So this is the Buttercup dryer from Drybar. I think the first time I showed this to you guys was back in maybe June or July or maybe even August. It was sometime over the summer when I was kind of mid-process of trying to get my hair back to blonde. I had a lot of damage and I realized it was partly due to my hairdryer frying my hair. So if you're noticing that your hair is getting too hot when it's being blow dried, or if you're doing everything possible to get it healthy and it's just not working, I highly recommend investing in a new hairdryer if yours is several years old. Mine was only like 2 years old, but it just, I don't know, I could tell it was definitely frying my hair because when I touched my hair after blow drying a section, it literally burned, and it shouldn't do that. Now, the girl who does my hair uses the Dyson and she highly recommended it, but I just couldn't justify that amount of money. I've heard mixed reviews on it. This one has great reviews and it's half the price of the Dyson, and I actually got it at Ulta when they had one of their 20% off coupons. So it should last a couple years, and I think for something that you use so often and it's something that makes such an impact on your looks overall, I think that an investment in good appliances is worth it. So surprisingly, I only had one skincare item to put in this favorites video. I'm not one to change up my routine very often. I pretty much stick to very basic things. I'm actually right at this moment trying out some new cleansers and eye creams and things like that, but it's too early to say if they work or if they're favorites. You'll see them in upcoming favorites videos or a new updated skincare video that I'll put out very shortly. So a lot of you have seen me talk about this before in other videos recently because I've only been using it for about 2 months or so now. And I'm not going to speak too much about it because I feel like I already have talked ad nauseum about this product. It is the Estee Lauder Daywear Advanced Multi-Protection Antioxidant Cream. I am still absolutely loving this. Even though I have oily skin, I do not use the oil-free version. I have had this about a month now, and I'm only maybe like a quarter, not even a quarter of a way through the moisturizer, and I use it every single day. Now this is an SPF 15, which probably won't be enough for me in the summertime, so I'm not sure what I'm gonna do then. But for now, it makes my skin feel comfortable. It doesn't make me feel greasy. It doesn't mess with my foundation. I'm gonna start looking more into Estee Lauder skincare, to be honest with you. I think it's very underrated and they do have some great products, but this is the one that I started with and I'm really, really happy with it. Now my foundation pick of the year, and I kind of hesitated to put this in here because it is so pricey, but it is so good. It is the Lumiere, the Soft Longwear Fluid Foundation, SPF 20. I have it on now. I use this foundation so sparingly because of the cost, but I absolutely love it. I do have a full review of this foundation. The finish, the wear, it has skincare benefits. I haven't used it consistently enough because I am trying to use it so sparingly to know if it has great skincare benefits, but overall, if you're looking for a great special occasion foundation, or if you're someone who can easily afford $110 for foundation, then I highly, highly recommend this product. If this isn't in your budget, but you still want a great foundation that will kind of give a similar look, just a nice soft matte, but not flat, beautiful finish, I personally recommend the Chanel Ultra Wear. Is that what it's called? Chanel Ultra Wear. Yeah, I didn't bring it down for some reason, but that is my second pick, and I will list it in the description box. But these are the two that I will, when I want my makeup to look flawless, they're the ones that I will definitely reach for before any others. This one and the Chanel. So my concealer pick is the Tarte Shape Tape Contour Concealer. I picked this up right when it launched at Ulta, maybe 6 months ago now. I'm not even really sure, but I really, really like this. It doesn't settle into fine lines around the eyes. It's long wearing. The color I use is light. The only thing I don't like is I really am not a fan of the huge applicator, and it's so highly concentrated, it's easy to use too much of it. Like I've mentioned this before, where I see people in their tutorials like just packing it on for their highlight, and I'm thinking, whoa, that is a lot of product to be using because it is so highly concentrated. It spreads out like that little bit. I mean, it could spread out over my whole hand. So you seriously need such a small amount. So I personally think a smaller doe foot, especially because I really need to get in these inner corners, I think that would have been better. The only thing I've heard other people say is that they don't really like the strong smell of it, but it doesn't bother me, and I actually don't find it to be that strong. It could be that the scent dissipates over the time that you own the product, and as I said, it's been several months since I've started using this, and I'm not even anywhere near halfway done with it. So my highlighter favorite is something that I've shown in quite a few videos. It is the Marc Jacobs Spotlight Glow Stick. It looks like a little mini deodorant. I love this so much, especially for those of you that might have some wrinkles along here. You don't want a shimmer, you don't want sparkle, you want a glow. And this just applies with your finger, and it is just so pretty. And in photographs, it just gives you that very ethereal look, but not like you've just bathed in glitter. I mean, I like some glitter. Sometimes I'll wear my highlighters that have more glitter, but once again, if you've got wrinkles or large pores in that area, it's best to use a highlighter, if you use one at all, something that's creamier, that is just, once again, a glow, not a glitter or sparkle. So moving on to my two eyeshadow palette picks. The first one is the Modern Renaissance from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Mine is a mess. And even though I've mentioned that some of these like reddish, plummy, purpley colors irritate my eyes, they make them kind of red, I don't even care. I still use this thing to death. And this brown, this Cypress Umber, with the exception of the fact that it has such horrible fallout, it is such a beautiful brown. So I always have to do my eyes first when I use this palette, because that brown just goes everywhere. I don't know if yours does, if you have this palette and it happens to you, but for me, fallout everywhere. But the rest of them, I don't have that issue with. You can do so many looks with this palette on any skin tone, any eye color. This is probably one of my all-time favorite palettes if you just need a no-brainer. And for all the eyeshadows you get for that price, I think it's fantastic and well worth it. So my other favorite palette is this Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette. If you've watched a lot of my tutorials or even just in my videos, I kind of have a signature look where I will do a matte crease, dark outer corner, shimmer on the lid. It's just what I think looks best for my eyes. And this gives me everything I need. I've also said many, many times that in a palette, I always like to have a black, because I either like to set my eyeliner with the black, or I like to put a little bit in the outer corners because my eyes are hooded and I just kind of like to prefer to use a shadow to get that winged effect or the cat eye effect. So I love that there's a nice dark matte black in here. I love the matte neutrals, and I love these shimmers. I know some people have said that they're hard to work with, but you have to use your finger to apply these, and they're so, so pretty. And I like that it's a slim package, easy to travel with. So I do know that this is still available. I was just in a Sephora that had them. So if you can get your hands on this, I highly recommend this as well. So my blush pick for the year will come as no surprise to those of you who have watched my channel consistently. It is the Marc Jacobs Air Blush in Flesh and Fantasy. This was in one of my previous favorites videos. I still am obsessed with it. It is just the perfect color for my skin tone, for any makeup look I do. I can use this. The staying power is great. The color payoff is fantastic. I'm definitely going to be purchasing more colors in this. I haven't yet, but I think maybe this is going to be the week that I pick up. I think it's Lines and Last Night is the other one I want to get. Kind of is like I think it's the, whatever the brighter pink one is, because I like to have like just a nice light neutral baby pink, and then I like to have a brighter pink as well. So this blush, Flesh and Fantasy, if you're someone who likes minimal product and wants something that will work with a variety of makeup looks, then I highly recommend this one. Now, if you do have a darker skin, I'm not so sure that this is gonna show up that great, but there's probably another one in the range that would be perfect. As far as the quality of the product, the texture, the longevity, all of that is in this product. So another highly recommended product. So next up is a lipstick from NARS. It is called Raquel. Now this just made it under the wire. I've only had it for about a week or so, but I purchased it before the end of the year, so I think it still counts. I had tried it before at Sephora, but I've never purchased it, but I've always admired it on other people, and I was at the NARS boutique in California, and this is the shade Raquel, and it is such a beautiful nude pink. I do have it on right now. And this formula, this Audacious lipstick formula is so creamy and comfortable, and the color payoff is excellent. They're pretty pricey, but if you are looking for a great kind of pinky nude shade that will go with even some smoky eyes, because it's not so light that it makes you look like you've rubbed your lips in concealer, I absolutely adore this color. And once again, this is Raquel, but everything will be down in the description bar. So because liquid lip colors were still all the rage in 2016, and while I personally have kind of moved more to the glossy look, a lot of people are still loving liquid lip colors, and I have to show you my favorites. My favorite brand for liquid lip color has to be Dose of Colors. I have tried Anastasia, I have tried ColourPop, I have tried the ones at the drugstore, and while some of them are good, these are consistently good. Every color I've ever purchased, I've liked. The wear time is good. They don't dry my lips out. If I want to put a gloss over them, I definitely can. And I just think that the colors especially are so nice. And I want to run through some of my favorites. For a dark lip, and most of you know I am a light lip girl. I'm a pink, pinky nude, pinky mauve, pinky peach. But if I want to do a darker berry lip, this shade Berry Me is my favorite. You can see this on my lips in the over 40 skincare video from several months back. I think it was over the summer. A lot of people, when I posted that video, asked me what I had on my lips, and this was it, the Berry Me from Dose of Colors. My other favorites are Truffle, and I'm gonna insert a photo of all of the swatches of these colors. This one is Bear With Me, Stone, and Sand. So these are all variations of nude, nude pink, nude mauve, I guess. So that's it. Those are my beauty favorites from 2016. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, please do. I have some great things planned for 2017. I am going to be starting to consistently, and I have been for the last probably 5 or 6 months, but even more so now, consistently put out 2 to 3 videos a week. I'm always taking suggestions, but now I'm kind of plotting them out a little bit more. I plan to do Friday foundation challenges where I put 2 foundations against each other and see how they hold up. I also have some great collabs that I'm working on, and that's all. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope we all have a wonderful, wonderful 2017, and thank you all again so much for your support. I'll see you soon.